Hello? When adventure calls, do you answer?
Chocolate covered Twinkies?
You can't tell us there was a world's largest candy store?
I didn't know!
Over the past several years, our family has taken summer vacations, or should I say adventures, to the western United States. We have traveled to the Black Hills, Yellowstone, and explored Glacier National Park. Each was a rewarding trip and created memories that have made a positive impact on our family. It was time for another Frey's family trip, but where would we go? Let's travel somewhere dry, cool at night, and views for days. How about Colorado? But first, we needed to get there. Our trip starts in central Wisconsin, traveling west through Minnesota. Although we had an overarching goal to explore Colorado, we had nothing planned, no camps, no daily agenda, just take one day at a time. And first up, we stopped and explored our favorite outdoor store, REI, just to see if there's anything we needed on our big trip west. We are at our first stop. The kids needed to stretch their legs, and we're gonna make some lunch. Really slow start to the morning. We stopped at an REI store just to kind of look around, peruse, if you will. Andrea's making some lunch out of the teardrop, and the kids are just going to play in the playground. And then we hope to get back on the road, fuel up, and then probably get to camp, I don't know, sometime at this late evening, 5, dinner time, we'll say. So if all goes well, we should be relaxing by dinner time.
I'm in big trouble. So when I have coffee, I like to have a little half and half in my coffee at camp. And the half and half comes in like a cardboard container, like a little milk container thing. And Matt always complains because the half and half leaks in the fridge and makes a mess, blah, 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 blah. So this time I got a container with a lid, like a plastic container, so I wouldn't hear him complain about the half and half leaking in the fridge. Y'all, the roads were kind of bumpy and the half and half in the container. That's not gonna be very happy. Whoops.
No reason to cry over spilt milk, as it held back my tears. Knowing this wasn't the first time this had happened, and future Matt knows this definitely won't be the last time we're cleaning out our fridge on this trip. As we sat in the shade, eating our lunch on the grassy hill, we cannot be more thankful for these opportunities and excited to see what was next.
So we got off on the exit because of the quick trip, but as you can see, it's being built. So we went to Sonic's.
With the late start today, we needed to start searching for camp for the night. We were traveling along major highways, and camps can be hard to find, especially dispersed camps. We landed at Blue Mountain State Park in Minnesota for our first night camp.
I don't know if I should cook potatoes or rice.
Like pasta
I knew you were gonna say pasta.
is way better.
Ready for my adventure.
So we officially made it to Blue Mounds State Park. It's about 5:30 at a later start. Plenty of stops, but we are here. A really nice campground. Well manicured. Definitely the sites are a little tight. You're kind of back up to everyone, but it seems like a very family-friendly campsite. And this is 4th of July weekend, so it's going to be one of the busiest weekends out there. The kids have found themselves right at home with camping and playing with cars back here. Andrea's cooking up some dinner. Looks like some sort of sausage and vegetables. Really nice shower facility, so we'll probably get a shower. Maybe all of us will get a shower before we leave tomorrow, and then we'll see how far we get.
Right next to the bathrooms, and they're flush.
They're flush. Flush bathrooms, showers.
The one that we went to when I was going to the bathroom, it came with a shower.
Had a shower right inside of it, yeah. Shower and bathroom, so you can do both.
You can pee while taking a shower.
Not at the same time.
Well, maybe if you can pee very far.
No, it's like a separate. No.
Yeah.
No.
There's like a wall, and then it's like the entry. Maybe like
A
if
wall,
you had
yeah.
a hose.
Right. No. No. Yeah. So really nice campsite. Yeah, I think we're gonna relax, stretch the legs, and enjoy the evening.
Dear Jesus, thank you for blessing us with the safe travels through our trip. In your name we pray, amen.
I remember well, it was long ago. And it's true, there's things these photographs don't show. When she took my hand, dreaming as we ran, we used the stars in the sky as our map, singing, ooh, if you'll be mine.
Morning.
Have you been up a while?
No, I started moving now.
I didn't work out like I said I was going to. My alarm went off and I was like,
You don't need to work out. Right?
Yeah. Yesterday we saw the fireflies, but they're now gone because it's now the morning.
Doing piggyback rides over here. Probably gonna end badly. So we had an awesome night's sleep. It was ended up being pretty cool. So I slept with blankets, but it was really nice. Probably into the mid 60s, I would say. Anyway, so we just finished up some breakfast, and then we're gonna hit the road, and we're gonna try to get to the Badlands, and then camp there, maybe 1, maybe 2 nights. I'm not too sure. And then continue our way down to Colorado. So we're gonna load her up and hit the road.
Fireflies. Good morning. Found the fireflies.
Cool. Take it easy with them.
It's not moving. See? Firefly in the morning. It's possible. No, but let him be. So what if he does make a bridge? Oh, he's flying. Not firefly.
In the day.
In the day.
I always like to A, walk back to get the camera, but B, always check our site over, make sure we got everything.
Frey lived in the earth. And it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over the earth until the 9th hour. And the sun was darkened, and the veil of temple.
it's a little Bible.
please need to sit in your seat. Thank you.
With our first camp under our belts, the excitement of our trip was building. We were anxious to get to our next destination, but it was important to relax, take our time, and enjoy the world around us.
We just stopped. I don't really need gas. We just got maybe like 10 minutes on the road, 20. We did not get coffee, so we do need coffee. There's a Caribou coffee, so for those that aren't familiar with Caribou coffee, premium.
We have oranges, granola bars, applesauce, cheese sticks.
Need for speed.
I
feel the need for speed.
We feel the need for speed. So we are. Oh, this is very hot. We have our coffee, Caribou. Ooh, it's so hot. Almost scalding, but it's good. It's so good. Fixing your hair?
Yeah, I can see it there.
Yeah. So Andrew's getting a snack for the kids, and then we're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna try to probably go to Mitchell, I think, and then stop at Mitchell to get some supplies. Just kind of top off on some things that we were a little light on. Maybe even get rid of some of the stuff that we're heavy on. Oh. We are in Presho, South Dakota, filling up some gas at $3.45 a gallon. But we've had a lot of like construction, like single lane construction, which kind of helps because we only have to go 65 miles per hour. So, oh, excuse you. I guess this thing's gonna talk over us. So anyways, we are able to go 65, makes it a little bit better. I don't know if we're getting better gas mileage, but it makes it a little bit easier to travel at that pace. So let the kids use the restroom. Matthew's been drinking a ton of water. He's peeing like every 10 miles. We're in no rush.
The journey west consists of a lot of road miles, a lot of bugs, and did I mention a lot of road miles? Luckily, there's plenty of fun things to see along the way.
Sleep underneath the stars, we'll go together on this open road.
And what'd you find?
At 80-foot
Dinosaur. Yeah, I think probably like it must be 80 feet like long because it's definitely not 80 feet tall. But we are in Waldrug, fueling up and checking out dinosaurs. Remember this thing, Caroline?
Yeah. It was like this and then like it grew. I feel his bones. When we were coming to the interstate, we saw the Badlands, or whatever you call it. So yeah, bye.
After some exploring, we headed into Sage Creek Campground near the amazing Badlands National Park.
We gotta make it count while there's still time.
The temperatures were approaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but we were hopeful that they would drop once the sun rested for the night.
We made it to Sage Creek Campground. It is a hot one. I'd say 95. I mean, it's pretty warm. Sun, it's probably like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, so we got a little bit to the sun sets, but Matthew's made himself at home, playing in the dirt, Andrea is making some dinner for us, and then Caroline is actually sitting in the side room tent just to try to stay out of the sun. And it's a couple bugs. There's like the little bitey horseflies, and then the grasshoppers, and then obviously the prairie dog, which you may or may not hear. He's pretty upset that we're camping where we're at, but even though it's hot, it's still pretty awesome.
Back arm? Yeah. That's can this car be the right here?
Herb.
The herb. Okay. Anyway, pretend that the camper saw this huge blue lap thing. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's go explore. Wait. It's fun. Isn't the museum fun? Serve us. We can go on a hike later. Yes, hike. Oh, sounds like you really like a hike.
And Andrea, oh my gosh, oh yeah, like my finger so it covers them up. Like there they are, Andrea and Bubby going up the hill. They're almost to the top. Oh my gosh.
And apparently these bugs love my ankles.
Apparently.
We were all the way up there. Do you see us?
I did. You were all the way at the top of that mountain.
I know, we were like
Yeah.
this.
Were you waving to us?
Yeah.
I missed that.
I thought you were just like this.
You were trying to fly away.
So let's go. Caroline solved it.
Nice.
Okay, I'm the squirrel, right?
Yeah.
I'm the squirrel. I got a tick on me, but I flicked it off.
Good.
Pew!
Just minding my own business, trying to wash dishes. This buffalo just comes strolling on by. See buffalo. Now, we got buffalo. We're all scared to do something. He's really close. And he's feisty. He charges at her. So he's just staring at it.
Pretty sure he could outrun us in 20 yards too.
So, trying to wash some dishes from dinner, and we had a buffalo come and join us. Pretty cool, but I hear that he is feisty and he charged a couple of other campers a couple days ago when he was here. So just keeping our distance, keeping quiet while he just grazes. It's pretty cool though.
To have this furry beast around camp was both fun and a memorable experience. We continued to show our friend respect, keeping their distance, keeping quiet, and yet keeping our eyes peeled to make sure he wasn't interested in our camp. As the day wound down, the temperatures dropped and the moon rose, showing off its beautiful reflecting colors.
Wrong way.
Feeling so close we could almost smell the moon dust.
I thought you were gonna put it on your head.
And no, they don't bite.
That's awesome. just to meet us. We eased into the morning and headed out to explore the Badlands National Park. And due to the restrictions around filming within the park and not having the proper video permits in place, we cannot show this footage, but we drove through the beautiful Highway 240 and hiked a few trails. It was an awesome experience walking through these unique land features, and we highly recommend you take the opportunity to explore. Soon it was time to turn the rig south and work our way towards the Colorado border. On these long trips, we find it is important to slow down, take our time, and take plenty of breaks.
We are officially in Nebraska, Gordon, Nebraska, filling up. We went through a reservation, was lots of dusty miles. But we went to a little coffee shop, got some coffee, and fueling up the beast, and then gonna find a place for lunch, and then probably get back on the road. We are in a playground time, around lunch. Andrew's bringing lunch.
Here you go. Which plate would you like? Both the same.
I know.
Matthew, here's your lunch.
Look how big of a chip I get.
After a quick lunch and some playtime, we loaded up and quickly stumbled across an interesting stop.
So we're going down Highway 87,
Glad you remember that because I did not.
and we saw this.
We saw this.
Oh my gosh.
Of his career as a petroleum engineer in England, Reinders returned home inspired by a grand idea.
According to the Carhedge website, the sculptures were inspired by Stonehenge of England, and in 1987, with some help of 35 family members, was built that summer. Stonehenge consists of 39 automobiles, spray painted gray, and measured approximately 90 feet in diameter, and over the years sculptures have expanded, and now it even includes a visitor center, referred to as the pit stop.
I'm standing on the top of this weird roof.
All right, so we pulled off in, actually I don't remember the name of the place. There's like a free campsite just short of Highway 80, but there's trains, which wouldn't be, I don't know. So, okay, there's trains, and it's, I'm gonna have to wait. It'll be fine.
Whatever. Okay.
I saw it on the
It's like-
photo.
It's like white noise. I mean,
White noise, yeah. And then there's like a decent amount of people. It's kind of like a free-for-all camping next to this reservoir. So we've opted to just quick cook because it's supper time, and then get back on the road and then try to find a camp that has a little less terrain.
With full bellies and a moment to regroup, we opted to push a bit longer today. Although we were looking forward to camping in Nebraska, we pushed on, crossing the Colorado border, getting our first glimpse of the mountains. Time for camp.
Times and places are all in who you share them with.
Update, we are at the KOA in Fort Collins. We are on site 127, it looks like. We're coming in late, it's almost 7:30, so they had our reservation pinned to the front, and then we're gonna find our camp. Good morning. We made it to Fort Collins, Colorado, which I'm extremely excited about. We're finally in Colorado. We are spending the night in a KOA, or spent the night in a KOA. Tons of amenities, swimming pool, playground, washer and dryer. Now it's time for some coffee. I think we'll ease into today, and then we'll probably head farther west and get into the mountains and probably do some more dispersed camping maybe the next day or two.
What the point is enjoying who you share it with. Joy is who you share it with.
What are you eating there?
Same thing as you.
What am I eating?
Same thing as me.
Good answer. Nice.
4 days into our trip, our theme is quickly developing. Slow down, enjoy the time together, and this beautiful world around us. We head west from Fort Collins and drive along Highway 14 towards Steamboat Springs. Our main goal is to intersect the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route and head south along its path. This route was developed by dual sport motorcycle enthusiasts to navigate the state of Colorado, south to north, or in our case, north to south. The roads are largely gravel and cutting through many technical mountain passes, and was going to aid us to navigate this beautiful state, much like a lighthouse on the shore.
So we are up in the city of Walden. We were taking Highway 14 west to go over the pass. I'm not sure what pass we are, but we got up to like 10,000 feet, and we stopped for gas at the Sinclair behind me, and then Matthew is now stretching his legs. So we've got probably about another hour. We're gonna try to get down to Steamboat Springs, but what's awesome is like you get all these mountain views for the whole ride, so that's really cool. It's definitely packed. I mean, there's like gas station central here. It's just like car after car after car. So Andrea and Caroline are in there. They're gonna be using the restroom, and maybe find some coffee. Maybe we'll actually put coffee out of the back here. That'd be a good idea. Anyways, I'm rambling. Alright, we are officially in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. We just got some more groceries filled up. Enough to feed.
No, it's bad. I blame it on my mother.
We've got a ridiculous amount of food. Anyways, we're going to try to find a camp somewhere close by tonight. And this will be the official start of the BDR somewhere along this road. So, it's gonna get fun.
Busting at the seams with supplies, we take a quick drive through Steamboat. Even though we just cruised the strip, you can tell this town has a lot of energy and a ton of fun things to do.
Alright, with this beautiful views of Colorado, we finally get to hit some dirt. So it says about a mile and a half till we get to public land, and then hopefully we can find camp for tonight. I'm very excited to finally get on some dirt. Let's get after it.
Due to limitations of time and short attention spans, we start the BDR on Section 5, bypassing the most northern section, 6. The BDR route is well defined, with plenty of resources to help you plan the trip, but this trip still had plenty of unknowns. Will we be able to navigate the Jeep and trailer along the route? Will these passes be open in early July? How will the family hold up to elevation? But there's only one way to find out. Go forward, 1 mile, one step at a time. With minimal travel plans and just a general direction, it's not always easy and you have to be flexible. With rain setting in, no cell signal, and quickly approaching dinner time, we opted to camp at Stagecoach Reserve.
Did you press start first? It says press the start button below to begin.
Daily? You want to do it? Daily should do the annual pass.
Well, if we do annual, it means anywhere we stay. If we have to stay anywhere else, then
Okay. Annual pass.
let's just do annual.
Let's try one first.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't have to play it. I have play in the back. $80.
Well, how much is the?
I don't know. Apparently I was supposed to put start first. Got my sunglasses, so I know the sun's gonna come out. Wonder if we can take this in for a sticker. That's a bummer if I just get this.
The rain lifted, the temperatures cooled, and we enjoyed dinner as a family.
How'd the rig get so dirty? Like, I thought you were joking when you asked that.
It's got so dirty. I mean, well, I guess you can't really see on camera. Look at, oh my gosh. Well, when did it get so dirty?
I don't know, like the first half of our trip when we were on a dirt road. Oh, so I went and used this water to fill up the pot, and as I'm filling it up, like drops of mud were falling in the pan. I'm like, oh, can't use that water.
I get out, and then I get some rocks, I swipe it, and then I do the same thing.
Our camp neighbors were amazing, sharing many stories of travel and even getting insights on where there would be fireworks tonight, an experience neither of our children have had. We made a short trip into Yama to take in the 4th of July activities.
So Caroline, for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, we've always went to bed for fireworks. Sorry for the bad lighting. But today is the day that we're taking Caroline to see some fireworks. So both the kids fell asleep on the ride back from the fireworks, so now it's time to carry him up to the rooftop tent. Wish me luck. Mission success. Good night. We'll see you in the morning. It is a beautiful morning here in Colorado. It definitely had some storms last night. Like, it's crazy. It comes in with this ton of wind and then lightning and then big rain and it's gone. And it did that like probably 2 or 3 times last night. Matthew like didn't even wake up, slept through the whole thing. I think Andrea and Caroline, they were in the Teardrop. We were up in the tent. They slept good as well.
How'd you guys sleep last night with that like thunderstorm?
Matthew like slept right through the whole thing.
I figured he was gonna like wake up.
Nope, he didn't even know what was going on.
I think it started to hail.
Yeah.
I looked out the window.
Yeah, it was like.
That was super quick though.
Yeah, and then you got like these super big winds, and then
Yeah.
that's happened a couple times.
I didn't hear any of that.
You didn't hear any of it?
No.
You slept through it all?
Yeah, but I was super hot, so I didn't use a blanket.
You were. Oh yeah, we had no blankets. Well, I shouldn't say it. I had a blanket on. He did not have a blanket on.
We were cozy in here in the camper. I was expecting you guys coming in to the camper after with the storm starting. I figured Matthew'd be a little scared.
My first thought was too, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
I put my hat backwards so I don't get shadows on my eyes.
Do I have a shadow on my eyes? Do I need to look up like this? I literally just woke up 2 minutes ago.
Let's make some coffee.
Yes.
It's so nice out. Beautiful.
The lake over here, and there's algae in it, but I want to stick my feet in it.
Feet in algae?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just give me a second to sit down and enjoy the morning?
Okay, I'm hungry.
What would you like?
Breakfast.
We eased into the morning with a hot cup of coffee, soaking up the sun, ate a quick breakfast, and went for a short hike. The trail was bordered by these beautiful flowers, and we were soon greeted by an amazing lake.
Water's not too cold. Do you think that rhymes with like, I'm gonna take my TC to the whole town road? No. That would work, but I'm gonna take my toucan to the whole town road. But then I'd have to change Jeep to Overland. This is difficult.
It's time to load up and get out of here. We're going to continue down to the BDR. I think we're going over another pass and then down into another city and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Let's get after it.
As we left camp, I could not help but reflect on the previous days. We have already gone so far and yet have so much in front of us. As we traveled south on Section 5 of the BDR, Colorado really started to show its true colors, and we could not wait to see what's around the next bend. Even a few things that questioned our decision to travel along this route. as we navigated this beautiful countryside. We felt special for the opportunity and quickly realized we were not alone as we met up with a few bicyclists along the route.
Great Divide mountain bike trail. They started in Banff and they're going all the way to Mexico, and they've been doing it for 26 days so far, and they're more than halfway through.
Go all the way to Mexico.
All the way to Mexico, and then they're gonna on bikes, the Mexican border, and then they're gonna hop on the train in Tucson and take the train back home all the way. They're from Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. This is built in 1880. It was a house, and it served as a home, a hotel for travelers, a post office, and a stage stop. And then there was an election, and this was a polling place for an election.
I just have in the garage. I could live in here just like with like maybe like a shower, a bathtub, like. But with us because we're family 3, this would be the living room. So this back here. Can you see that? Like, look at the designs on it. It's like green and red and like...
Super cool.
Yeah, and it makes an
How fun.
awesome noise.
So you threw that cool rock?
Okay, ready? I'm gonna make a wish. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, I'm gonna make a wish. This is a hard one.
All right, admittedly I'm a little nervous right now. We have a really muddy spot that's just nasty, uphill, and unfortunately there's 2 big clearings, like on this side and on this side, nothing to winch to. So I'm airing down, I got the anchor on the back. I'm gonna use momentum and hopefully we can get through this thing. I'm not too confident about this. And we don't have any place to winch either.
with the mud hole mostly made of cow poop behind us. Well, not the smell. That was certainly still with us. A few downed trees were becoming a nuisance, and I started to wonder, what was in front of us? Will we be able to continue down this trail? And if not, will we be able to turn around? Thankfully, as we marched on, we were blessed with clear paths and more epic Colorado views. This state is certainly starting to grow on me.
With clear roads in front of us, we were able to put dirt behind us, along with our miles. And before long, we made it to camp. Time to relax, eat some dinner, and get cleaned up for the night.
Pretty sure that is coming towards us.
Was there prayer real quick? I know it was like you.
Sorry, it was just like really
I know
tempting.
you were really hungry. It's fine. Anybody want to say them first?
Okay, Sam.
Okay, Matt, you can say them. Girl, okay?
Dear God, help us keep us healthy. I hope Karen went to play with her after Carbies. Jesus, thank you for blessing us. On safe travels, but keep blessing us with safe travels. And then we pray, amen. Yeah, rain totally is coming towards. I sound all over there, but now
I can't figure it out.
it's kind of brighter over there.
What's your vote, Caroline? You think it's gonna rain?
Maybe not. Maybe just like a drizzle,
I think you might be right.
not like a pour.
I think most of it is staying over that way.
Cause like if you look over like that used to be like this small of a gap, and now like it's starting to expand. So the storm is but then it's getting like a little bit smaller as it goes. So that means the storm is going this way, and so it should be going that way because it's getting like smaller, and then it's getting really big. So I'm guarantee it's going to go like a. And for us, it's going to go like.
Feels good.
It's growing on me.
It's gross.
It's alright. Like when you like get the first like 4 big sips, it's fine.
I don't know what it is. It was
Gross?
next. It was next to this.
I don't know. Odell Brewing. No, oh, it's from Fort Collins. That's cool. It was brewed in Fort Collins.
It was a local brew.
Just not an IPA fan.
I don't know if it's even an IPA.
Well, it says fruited sour. Sippin' pretty. Sippin' pretty. It's alright.
The clouds threatened to rain, but stayed away from our camp and presented a beautiful sunset.
I know there was those little green little fly things that were flying around.
Yeah, they're kind of like a button or something too.
Yeah, those little green ones, they bite.
Yeah, they were kind of bitey.
Yeah. They stink. That is a little bit sharp.
Oh yeah, it does actually grab you. It is sharp. That's what was scratching my legs.
Sharp.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
And how did we sleep?
Good.
Good. It was super quiet, really calm.
I had a dream that I was sleeping like a zombie. I'm like in my dream I was like,
You're sleeping like a zombie? And what do zombies do when they sleep?
Kick.
They kick?
Yes.
Are you kicking, Mom?
Yes. I was like, hi-ya, 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 hi-ya.
That's what you were doing when you were sleeping?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The Jeep was parked at a pretty good slope, so Andrew and I were, Caroline and I were like sleeping on a slope, like a mountain face, but it was good. Still good.
Hold on. I was like at Dad's feet and it was all cozy by Dad's feet. And then Dad had to eat me up by my pillow.
Eat me up.
We're running to town. What town are we going to again?
I don't know if I say it right.
Russia?
Oh, Gypsum?
Gypsum.
We're gonna get some
Gypsum.
fuel, water,
Coffee.
coffee,
More coffee.
coffee beans,
Maybe paper towel.
paper towel, and then hit the road. Probably our first big pass is coming up.
And
Awesome.
then we're gonna head to our next campsite.
Head to our next campsite.
I got bumped out of the driver's seat because Matt says I go too fast when I go over rocks.
You had the teardrop. The camper was a good foot off the ground. The Jeep was fine. Camper pushing the limits a little. At the speed that Andrea drives.
Well, I just want to know the limits of the camper.
We almost were dragging our trailer out on a sled.
Okay. Now I know to go a lot slower I'm in a timeout. I'm in the passenger seat timeout.
Our previous camp was just outside of Gibson, and within an hour we made it to town, cleaned up the rigs, stocked up, and refueled.
Stopped by a grocery store to pick up a couple of things and found mason jars. So I'm hoping to put my half and half in the mason jar and it not leak everywhere, because it's everywhere. I told Matt we keep going on all these roads that you're gonna shake up my half and half and you're gonna make butter. So I'm hoping. So close. Hoping no more spills. We'll see.
Gibson marks the start of Section 4 of the BDR, and as we continued along our journey, the views were more spectacular and changed almost as frequently as the road conditions we traveled. Some sections of the trail were great, and others we moved at snail's pace.
Shake, 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 snowman. Shake, right.
And they ha.
Shake, 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 snowman. Shake.
We opted to take a break at Sylvan State Park and dip our toes in icy cold water.
Well, we took a little road stop at, I think it's Silan, S-I-L-A-N Lake. Super cold, ice cold lake. Gonna make some lunch.
My feet all sore.
Making his feet all sore. And we're gonna get back in the Jeep. It's slow going, man. The trail that we were just on, we spent about an hour and a half, and I think we went like 20 miles. So we got a big pass to go over. Something tells me we're not gonna do the entire route today, but maybe we'll get over the big pass. And then maybe beeline it once we get down into Leadville or Leadville. I'll keep saying it both ways. And then, well, we'll see. Maybe it'll smooth out, but boy, it was pretty rocky. So stay tuned.
We pushed on, not sure how far we would get today, but one thing was certain: the epic views were plentiful along this route. Our miles were slow, and the day was dwindling, and we had Hagerman Pass yet in front of us. Traveling in early July, and with heavy snowfalls as past winter, we were not confident in what passes would be open. And in discussion with a construction worker at the base of the mountain, it was confirmed that the pass was not open, with feet of snow still on the crest.
That right there is a longhorn cow. Just driving past, we smell cow poop, and then that's what we see. And it's so cool.
Still, we are eager to travel as far as we can, to explore as much as we can.
Alright, we are right about at the, is that Hagerman? Hagerman Pass, we think. But anyways, we're at where the road goes up and into Leadville. We got some local intel though that says that the pass is still closed with some drifts. So we're gonna actually drop the trailer just to take some of the risk out at this little parking area. We're gonna head up the pass and see for ourselves. And then I think it would just be cool to get up there anyways. So that's the plan. Wish us luck.
As we headed up the trail, my goal was to see this impassable snow, but we quickly realized the pace was slow. It was rocky and was taking much longer than expected.
All right, so we're making the call. We've been on the trail for maybe a half hour already. It's very rocky, so even if the pass was open, and then we went back down, got the trailer, and then tried to go back over the pass, it's already 4:30, so unfortunately we're gonna have to regroup and figure out a way to get back on the BDR. It may be a long endeavor around, so we're gonna get back, hook the trailer up, find some sort of camp close by, and just relax and maybe have a beer or two. I do want to keep going, but I would just wish it was a fresh day. Next time. All right, trailer's hooked up down the mountain before all these mosquitoes get, oh my gosh. We gotta get going. Well, I admit defeat. We are at, I think it's Molly B campsite. It was basically coming down the pass. There's this big lake out here. I think it's in the National Forest. But anyways, it's actually a really nice campsite. Flushing toilets. There may be showers. We're gonna figure that out. But we drove down. It's now like 6 o'clock. What is it? It's almost 6:30. So we're going to regroup because if we can't go over the pass, it really puts a ball in everything. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get around. We might skip a couple days of the route and then pick it back up farther south. So more to follow, but for tonight we're going to sit and relax and enjoy the night. A little frothy.
Yeah, the little. No, you mean the little square thing that goes over the tower? Yeah.
That's good. Mountain Standard IPA. Odell Brewing Co. Colorado. Fort Collins, Colorado. Good stuff, Fort Collins.
Those things taste good. Yours are a little bit chewy. If that was filming, I snuck a sausage from Dad's, and I'm like, and then we ended, and I saw the camera thinking this time, and she's like, "Eh, they're filming backwards."
You snuck for real? You're joshing me or for real?
For real.
When we were praying, you ate one?
No.
You're joshing, huh?
I was thinking, I'm like, nah, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So you didn't. Is it dry or no?
It's dry. In the car, Matthew spilled his icy, and my sweatshirt still smells like black raspberry.
I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah. Okay, let's get ready to do. Okay, so this is our house. These are our beds right here. Exercising area. We have our stove. The sap is our medicine. And then we have a stove. We have our cooking utensils. We have our stove. And also used as a cutting board in the corner. And then we have our sap, which is our medicine. That's just a backpack for storage. And then I also need to show you. And we grow our very own, what do they call them? Seasoned pines. Yes, these are it's like a medicine, but made of pine. The light parts are healthy, the dark parts are still growing, and the really dark parts are the parts that you want to get rid of. This is the Hypatis potion, and then the ones that are really skinny are like our chicken on a bone. And then I also need to show you guys I can do a sit-up, but it's probably 2, maybe more, but hold on. I need to get over here. And that's how it works out every morning. Nice. Oh, and we have a few coat hangers just in case it gets a little cold. We just grab our coats right. That's my motorcycle one, Caroline. Yes, that's his motorcycle name. And my name is Caroline. His is James. And pretend. And you are the viewers.
It's definitely New Lisbon. That's where. Okay.
Mama, I'm full.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll keep it out here in case you want to snack on it a little more.
Alright, so new plan, new day. We started up in Steamboat Springs. We cut across on this 14, or we started over, technically we started over in Fort Collins. Took a little bit of 27, came down on 14, and came back onto Steamboat Springs, and we did one of the BDR. We got to the Stagecoach, and then day 2 we came down this road, or we get to this gulch, Trail Gulch. And then yesterday we were driving all the way this way up to this Hegeman Pass, that's where we couldn't get through. There's too much snow, that's where we decided to turn back, so we came back, and then now we ended up one of these camps off of this, maybe that little campsite there on the map. So I think the plan is to backtrack on this road. Could potentially go north to Highway 6, or come south on 82 over Independence Pass, and then get back down into Buena Vista. But I'm concerned that some of these passes aren't open yet, so we might just bypass and come down to Highway 50 and then cut across on Highway 50 and then try to get some of this down here, or ultimately get down into Telluride.
I was thinking if we went this way and then we got on this path, because we could probably do this one in a day. Not today, but maybe if we camped someplace over here.
Yeah, there's that camp we could even come. Oh yeah, I suppose we're going to backtrack to it twice. Yeah.
No, and then we can camp, because this is National Forest, isn't it? I'm sure we can find some camp, and then do this, and then this is the Telluride. Oh, Telluride, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if these passes are open, but we can look.
We can even cut, and we can even do this, because it's the alternate easy route, so we can cut over here.
Yeah, jump on this and then cut into it. We can do that. Try to do that. If this pass, ask if this pass is open. So we have Buena Vista, say if this pass is open.
This looks like it's road, because that's how this one was.
Okay, well we can see. So Buena Vista, you can ask if this road is open. If not, we cut around. Otherwise you can get this and find camp somewhere up in here. But we probably would have to camp somewhere here tonight.
If we go here and cut across, there's campsites all in this river, on this lake right here. There's
It's
one.
a national recreation area, so I don't know how that works, but yeah. Probably
And there's
these
camp here.
sites.
Yeah. Oh, it's Friday too.
Okay, well we'll see how the day unfolds.
Put a little chocolate in mine. Made myself a little mocha, a little fancy.
Got mine.
I want to go look at the map of the grounds here and to see what they have.
There isn't a map up there.
Oh, they should do that.
All right, so you heard the new plan. We're going to be getting on asphalt for probably most of the day today, I'm thinking. So we're going to air up, and it's a super nice, quiet campground. Except for this lawnmower that's coming up. So we're at a low PSI, so I'm going to air up the tires. But that campsite was so quiet and nice. It's got a nice little river next to it, feeds into this reservoir of sorts, but long story short, it's really quiet, so I don't want to wake everyone up or disturb people with airing up. So I just came up the road a little bit, turned on the comms for Andrea, because there's no cell phone signal here. And I'm just going to air up quick, then we're going to go back down, pick up the kids in the camper, and hit the road. So air up from like 20 psi to 35 with that single compressor takes about 3.5 minutes a tire, so it takes a little bit. Sure.
Hello, what's going on? Okay, I'm done. Come up. And by the way,
Where are your tires at?
What?
Caroline.
No, I didn't. I was just joking.
Matthew.
What?
Family in the wild.
And I can do a sit-up and swing.
A pull-up.
So,
Yep.
swing, and then pull up. If we need to get back up here.
Hang on, Caroline.
I need to get back here. Here. And then I do this. Oh no, that's open.
Nice, dude. We are about to start Independence Pass. What we didn't know, or we actually talked to someone at our last camp, that if your total vehicle's over 35 feet, well, it's not allowed, it's prohibited. So we're under that with the Teardrop and the Jeep. We still don't know what we're getting into. We do know that it's open. We got traffic coming back and forth, and there's a sign up front that says it's open. So we're gonna give it and see what it looks like over the pass. Good to go?
Oh my gosh, I was like hanging on to a pine tree as my rear end was like off of the cliff.
According to independencepass.org, Independence Pass, previously called Hunter's Pass, has a rich history as the silver mining took hold in the Aspen area. The first real road was built in 1880 by B. Clark Wheeler, one of Aspen's prominent businessmen. Wheeler established tolls along this route at many of the bridges. Soon, railroads reached Aspen from downriver, which ultimately brought the end of the tolls along the route. The town of Independence was established 3 miles west of the summit, and in 1879, early prospectors found a rich vein of silver. The name of the town stuck, and to this day the pass is referred to Independence Pass. Let's walk, I saw
I definitely saw a path. Oh, right here. Carolina's going right. All right, we just made it through Engineer Pass. We're on the, what would this be? The east side, I believe. And we're down to like 10,000. The views are just go on for days. So good. And I really wanted to stick my feet in this snowfall river thing. Are officially in Buena Vista and back on the BDR. So we're going to be making a right up here and jumping back on the route.
The road miles went quicker than expected. We reached Buena Vista quickly, refueled, and found ourselves making another climb over Cottonwood Pass.
We are on top of Cottonwood Pass. It's another Continental Divide. 12,126. Really cool drive. Views for days. So awesome.
Oh! Taking photos, enjoying them.
What do you think?
It's awesome. It's beautiful. I want to go up there, but I gotta get going. I gotta put my adventure heels shoes to the test.
We took in the views as the views took our breath away, and soon descended into Taylor Park, which looked to be a UTV playground packed with crowds.
UTV, UPS, and UTV.
But even in the midst of all the chaos, we were able to check one thing off our bucket list.
Come on, bud.
Taylor Park had plenty of visitors, and in an effort to have a distance between us and them, and set up camp at a lower elevation, we continued down the route with our Jeep and Teardrop pointed towards Cumberland Pass.
Just met Kent, who owns this property, and he said we could take video of it. Okay, so what did we just finish? Well, I forget all these names. What did we just finish?
Cottonwood Pass.
So Cottonwood Pass, and we're coming down. Now we have a quick way to get decreased in elevation if we wanted to spend the night, because we got an awesome lake, well, flowage, creek, probably from snowmelt, and just beautiful. Let me just go like that. Oh yeah. Beautiful scenery tonight. Really excited about that.
Yeah, and then we'll carry it, and this can be our dining table. So can you help me get this crap out of here? Oh, I got it under my toe.
What are we having tonight?
Breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner.
Yep, we have sausages. I'm making some breakfast potatoes, and then I'll scramble up some eggs.
Amazing.
Yeah, we discover that we don't like to eat a big breakfast when we wake up. But having breakfast when you're camping still tastes really yummy. So we switched it up and are doing it for dinner. I was scared I was burning the sausage, so I just panically threw water in here. As I had to mega lift that rock for their table because you didn't do it. Mom, can you lift this rock? Yes. And then I come back and my sausage is burnt.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Pine Tree Residence. This is where you can hang up your stuff on our beautiful pine branches. And here is our house, which we make soups. That's the only thing we really make. So we have a lot of where to keep our dishes. We have a fire, our stove and cooking zone, and you have a dining room table and 2 seats for the both of us. And back here is our bedroom. You guessed it, it's the bedroom. And far back behind the bedroom would be the toilets, but since we're outdoorsy people, we don't really use that. We use the outdoors. Thank you. That was the Pine Tree Residence.
Do you want ketchup on your eggs?
Yes. Big busted. Grapes. Go to the strawberries.
Okay.
Can I say prayers?
Sure. I'd love to say prayers.
I love to say prayers.
Okay, both if you can.
Then you first. Dear Jesus, thank you for blessing us with all the food on our plates. Thank you for blessing us with safe travels, and continue to help us when we're rock climbing or if we get stuck in the mud. And thank you for bringing us together and having a time for Dad to get off of work so we can bond together. In your name we pray, amen.
All right, so today we camped, woke up in this area, took this 105, I think 105 over to Basalt, and down 82 through Aspen, and then over Independence Pass, which was absolutely gorgeous. But instead of backtracking and taking this part of the BDR, we ended up heading south to Buena Vista, so we missed basically from here to here of the BDR. Got on Buena Vista, traveled over Cottonwood Pass, went down into this Taylor Park, then came up and down through and over Cumberland Pass, and now we're camping somewhere between Cumberland Pass and this Pitkin. So we're somewhere in here. So that ends today, and then tomorrow we'll pick up the trail and hopefully get as far as we can on this section 2, which I think we should be able to finish up to section 2, which ends in Lake City area. So maybe camp somewhere in this area for tomorrow. Really exciting so far. We've made some really good progress. What a beautiful night. The sun is now just reflecting a little bit on that upper peak up there, and we had an awesome breakfast dinner. The sound of this little creek is amazing. Andrea is cleaning the kids' feet off, and they're gonna actually go watch a movie, and then I'm gonna sit and enjoy this view. And the sound of this creek is going to be a peaceful night's sleep. It's gonna be pretty awesome. What a beautiful morning and beautiful campsite. Falling to sleep to this stream running through was phenomenal. It was a little cold last night. I mean, I would say probably in the, I don't know, mid 50s, maybe upper 60s. We're at just under 10,000 feet above sea level, so it stays pretty cold, but now that the sun is rising over my shoulder, it's starting to warm the land in front of me, and I'm very excited to start the day. But first, let's get some coffee.
The past 7 days of our family vacation have brought lasting experience to our doorstep. Perhaps too much even to digest all at once. As the saying goes, we're trying to drink from a fire hydrant. Each day of our family vacation has presented its challenges, but the rewards were far more plentiful.
So we are on the route to Lake City. It's a lot of gravel roads, which is still nice. It's kind of a varying change of pace. So we just pulled off to the side here, getting a quick snack. Windy, dusty. And then we're gonna hit the road and then get to, I believe, those mountains back there. So let's get after it.
As we continue down the back roads of Colorado, now on section 3 of the route, the roads were gravel, wide, and well maintained. Our pace was much faster, the miles were quick, and in fact, this leg of the journey, the only concern was keeping an eye on our remaining fuel.
Other dispersed camp rocks.
Oh yeah, definitely dispersed camp. Yeah, it's awesome. So the my gimbal is broke, or at least not working right now on the drone. So no drone shots. Just when it started getting cool, so lots of driving shots.
Along this leg of the route, the only people passed were ranchers on horseback, looking for their herd of cows.
Very good. How much stuff?
Did y'all up top? Did y'all see a lot of cattle up there just now?
Not on the top.
No, nothing that stood out to us. No.
Not on the road. Nowhere on the road.
No.
No, sir.
Nope.
All right.
All right. Thanks. You have a good one.
Appreciate it. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
We're good? Okay. Howdy. Good, good.
The wide open space was beautiful and provided a great area to let the kids get some seat time. "5 years ago, I learned the term overlanding, a word I might add that still shows up as misspelled with autocorrect. I have been seeking an experience such as this, an experience filled with discovering new places, places less traveled, seeing views, plants, and wilderness that are foreign to us. Our systems for this mode of travel have been proven. Although not perfect, we are able to simply go and explore. I am blessed our family is comfortable being thousands of miles away from home. And perhaps this is because this feels like home." Before long, we made it into Lake City and found camp.
Officially made it to the base of Cinnamon Pass on the Lake City side. So we just pulled into, I already forget the name of it, Mills Campground, just basically right off the main drive, $7 campsite. And it's still early afternoon, like 4 o'clock, but we figured we want to have fresh blood for tomorrow for Cinnamon Pass and then whatever else we're going to get into. The route goes, the BDR goes from Cinnamon Pass to, I don't know, I say it, Orfer Pass. I'm pretty sure Orfer Pass is not open yet, so we might just have to go to Ouray and then duck out of the route again. So more to follow once we get some local intel. Definitely a bee on me.
Early enough in the day, we broke camp and took some time to explore on foot and allow the kids to get some exercise. We have been moving along at a pretty good pace, and this was a time for us to slow down and let the kiddos enjoy some time to take in the world around them.
So we got to camp early, and then we decided to head back into Lake City, enjoy this beautiful view, and then check out this awesome little bridge on this lake that we don't know the name of.
Side right here, okay? Press that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. So let's check it out.
Look at this teeny tiny little tree button. Like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You're really pushing it pretty far, like pretty on those trails, and didn't really do any fun stuff like this. So Dad and I are going to try to make up for it a little bit. Okay. I saw this when we were driving by, and I said we gotta check it out. I mean, look at the view with the lake, cool bridge.
When I was in the school, it's probably like really hot. Because Mom's like not used to cold things, so there's no reason for her to be inside. Yep, she's right. It is cold. Skinny. I cannot believe this was edited.
Oh, it's a deer.
It's pretty awesome. It's a cool little find.
That's cool. It's only like maybe 6 inches above the water. Definitely's got a sway to it.
It says do not sway. That is a rule.
Come on, keep going. Dad's breaking the rules. I'm just walking.
Yeah, it's not swinging yet.
I'm not, I'm just walking. What would you do if this was your island?
Right? I run down here, go.
Cannonball?
And throw this rocket.
I'm just walking straight.
Such a rule breaker. I'm walking forward.
You're right. I was just walking straight. Mom was a little tipsy.
After our short hike, we headed into town to find dinner. In lieu of a meal at camp, we found a restaurant that had a sense of home.
So I got the bison burger and fries on the side.
With full bellies, we explored the town. It was a great experience to explore Lake City and soon headed back to camp.
It's called
And at camp, we cleaned up for the night, played some games, and tucked in, not knowing we were going to face one of our most challenging days on trail.
Oh, war. I only have that card. Guess who wins?
What a beautiful morning for some coffee and some leftover pizza.
We are officially all hooked up and ready to hit Cinnamon Pass. What do you think about that?
What's Cinnamon Pass? Is that where everything's made of cinnamon?
Might be.
On pursuit to find cinnamon, we started to climb the pass. The route was mostly in great condition with areas of wash and rocky sections, but don't let these conditions fool you. High clearance and all-wheel drive is recommended.
I mean, wouldn't you think this would be like prime location for a bear? Like, that screams like bear.
And if I'm completely honest with you, although we were having success with the Teardrop trailer, I would not recommend you follow our lead. The trailer added a layer of complexity as we navigated these trails, specifically around some switchbacks. Not to mention you are pulling an anchor up the mountain, and in return it pushes you down. But we'll get to that down part later. Traveling in early July runs a risk of these passes not being open, but having snow still on the trail and letting the kids experience this as we navigate will certainly be a memory we hold on to.
I'm so cold right now filming that. That was cool. I'm glad I did that.
Good.
Hope it's a cool shot.
Just made it, sorry, so windy, up to Cinnamon Pass, 12,000, oh my gosh. Made it over there. So beautiful. Matthew left his mark, if you know what I mean.
The path down the mountain was in great condition and was a relief after the few tense moments reaching the summit. My grip loosened and my white knuckles now regaining some color as we are looking through our windshield of views of these amazing mountains and even spotting a few cabins perched on some awesome peaks.
Okay, we just got through going through Cinnamon's Pass, and it was kind of, there's some spots that was kind of rocky. Everyone wants, you know, a snack, so we're down here at the mine, and I opened the fridge. Guys, this is the worst ever. Look, this was my half and half. Oh yeah, I mean, everything is, oh, it's a mess. I told Matt, I said, I'm not looking forward to opening the fridge. He said, oh, shouldn't be that bad. This was my half and half. The jar completely came undone, shook its way open. The cream cheese lid was popped off and on all the way over on the other side, but popped down. The ketchup, like, it looks like
A murder scene?
Yes, it looks like a murder scene. And
wait, a murder scene? Can I see? Oh yes.
okay, so I'm just gonna clean this out.
Nestled high in the San Juan Mountains, the ghost town of Animas Forks sits at 11,200 feet and was founded in 1873, and in the early years was a thriving mining community, but was a ghost town by 1920.
This must have been like, there's been like a handle right here, so you'd like pull it up and like you'd happen the mine down there. Yeah, actually it does look like mining. I feel like this is really sketchy. Like it's exploring thing.
Going up there.
Wagon, old car. And this is like that. This house is probably the one right there. And we're probably like right here. Morning, you're like sitting in your rocking chair, just like.
Sitting in your rocking chair?
Yeah, just like.
After the family took some time to explore, I sat on the porch of one of these abandoned cabins and imagined what life would be like over 100 years ago. Now the challenge of how do we get out of here? Realizing the options were limited and provided their challenges, we opted to head over California Pass. We were on California Gulch Trail. The snow still melting was impeding on the trail's width, making the road feel narrow and pushed us to travel along the edge of the trail. My knuckles now white again, focused on every movement. My ears tuned in as they listened to the Jeep and trailer noises to ensure everything was in line. My attention was focused on driving, and at this point, filming took a back seat. At 12,960 feet, this was our highest pass of the trip. And it took our breath away, but probably not for reasons you may think. At the summit, there was another switchback, and with a trailer, made this even more complex.
I can't even make the turn right now. You just look at my trailer at least to tell me if I'm like on the trail at all.
On the trail.
It's the trailer brakes that are locked up.
As I was making the turn, my foot depressed the brakes to the floor, but we were still moving. I pulled the e-brake and locked up the trailer brakes.
Can you at least tell me how much feet I had? Like, do I have a lot?
My heart was racing as the Jeep still inched forward. Andrea jumped out to spot, giving me the confidence I needed. My foot pushed hard on the brakes, and another hand on the trailer brake. I eased around the corner, only to see another switchback on the crest. At least this one didn't have a sudden drop if my calculations were off. We continued down the trail, some spots more relaxed than others, which gave me a minute to take a breath and appreciate this spectacular moment amongst the mountains, snow, and clouds. At this point, my nerves were shot. I personally wanted off the mountain. Fortunately, we met locals, which gave us a path down to Silverton. Although this was not in our original plan, we needed to take a moment to regroup and find our next steps.
So we just finished, oh my gosh, so dusty. We just finished Cinnamon Pass, came down Cinnamon Pass, then went on, I'm gonna have to look it up, California Gulch, I think. And our plan was to get to Ouray, but my nerves are shot. Trailer, the brakes were starting to fade. So long story short, we found a local person and they said you can kind of go down from where we were at into Silverton. So we're in Silverton. And you know what? It's a great detour. I'm going to maybe get an adult beverage. The kids are going to get some ice cream. And I think we're going to hit some highway miles from here on out. And that will probably conclude our BDR route.
At this junction, with the brakes fading, trailer in tow, and several of the mountain passes still closed from snow, we opted to enjoy the town of Silverton.
Tigerwood Maple Back Bar arrived in 1902, just in time to meet the likes of Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, and other assorted outlaws.
What were we looking for?
We're looking for the bullet hole. So there's a bullet hole in the bar, and legend has it that Bat Masterson either put it in there as a warning or wasn't as good as a shot as legends have made him out to be.
Today was long, slow, and although filled with amazing views and personally checked a lot of boxes for me, it was time to let the kids have some fun. We opted to head to Ouray along the $1 Million Highway. While I'm not sure how the road got its name, it certainly boasts some $1 million views. Before long, we made it to Ouray. Our goal was to camp somewhere close tonight. but trying to find camp was a bit difficult last minute, so we decided not to worry about it and just go find fun.
Well, we jumped on the highway, $550 million highway, and now we're going to the hot springs in Ouray. Give the kids a little treat because they were troopers today, hanging on by the seat of their pants, going over some of these trails. So let's do this. Let's have some fun in the Ouray hot springs.
Hello! Today we're in the hot springs, but it is actually chilly. And I want Dad to film me go diving on the water.
I'm not gonna want to get. You can go get them.
Yeah, you're on your own. That's into a cool pool and far away. Let her do it, then we can do it.
The Ouray Hot Springs was just what our family needed, and at this junction of our trip is now changing direction. Not only would we start heading east to our home, but focus on places our kids can have fun and unwind. Today marks our 10th day on our family adventure, and after the past couple days, we were in much need of a full reset. It's important always to do small resets throughout your trip, whether first in the morning, at a fuel stop, or even at the end of the day. But on longer trips like this, it's nice to take a day off. Take care of cleaning out your rigs, reorganize, perhaps take a proper shower, and do some much needed laundry.
Today is day 10 of our adventure, and it's a reset day. We are at a KOA outside of Ouray. So we went to the hot springs last night. It was late in the day. It was probably like 6 o'clock. We stayed there till 7:38. Didn't leave us much time to find camp, so we just went to the easy button, went to a KOA. We needed to do laundry. We needed to reset the Jeep and reset the camper. So now I have all my stuff out, and I got a little broom cleaning things up. So it's a well-needed reset day. And then after today, actually later today, we should probably be hitting the road somewhere back east. We're going to start heading back east to home. I don't know how far we're going to get. Maybe short of Denver is probably our plan. And maybe spend some time in Denver. We'll see. This KOA has horses, which puts off a lovely smell in the middle of the day, but all in all, really quiet and peaceful campsite.
While I was resetting the Jeep, Andrea worked on resetting our kitchen, giving our dishes a thorough clean, in addition to running all of our clothes through a washer and dryer.
Times
194 now.
places are all in who you share 'em with, and it's life. The point is,
All right, we are all finished with the reset. We're gonna run into, or we at Ouray, and we're gonna get some groceries and check out the town.
Although we did not spend much time in Ouray, the town had a great vibe. Yes, the town was touristy, but it was fun to wander the main stretch of town, which was filled with fun shops to explore. Each one of our trips, we let our kids purchase something as a memory for the trip. And in Ouray, we did just that.
the time is who you spend it with. Joy is who you share it with.
Now early afternoon, we headed east to start our trek back home. We navigated through multiple miles of traffic and road construction.
Who you share it with.
And about an hour outside of Denver, we started to explore for camp. And what a camp we found.
Yeah, now
All right, so we made it just over. Man, it gets so dusty riding along with me. So we are just made over the Montrose Pass. I forget all these names. Sorry if I'm butchering them. And we went down one of the forestry roads. We're below 9,000 feet.
Oh, hello.
Hello. And we found, I think we're actually like on the Colorado Trail. I'll put some things below.
You're gonna want to come see this. Cool.
What an amazing camp we found. The weather was perfect, the sound of the river was awesome, and it was nice to tuck into camp and enjoy the evening. And if I'm honest, it is sometimes difficult to keep harmony on multi-day trips with the family. We find it's important to still take time for yourself, take a break, whether it's a short hike by yourself or finding a space around camp to relax.
Cool, dude. What a beautiful campsite. Kids are still playing. Andrea's taking a break in the camper reading her book, and just sitting here in my chair listening to the stream next to me. And it's been pretty quiet. We're right next to the road, but we've only had a couple of vehicles go by and pretty slow at that, so hopefully it'll be a quiet night. And looks like clear skies, so it should be a good one.
I was just gonna make like a Is that like a one?
This camp was a great find and was difficult to leave, but we needed to continue our journey east. And Caroline's request was to see Denver.
Okay, so let's get you up to speed here. So we traveled from our dispersed camp into Denver. It was a short, maybe 3-4 hours, but Caroline really wanted to see downtown Denver. So we got this, I think it's like Chatfield State Park, just outside of southwest Denver area. So we got that camp early, ate some lunch, we went into town, explored the Capitol, did some other stuff around town, and then came back and swam at the lake here. Just kind of enjoyed the afternoon. We've been running pretty hard, so everyone's still sleeping, so I think yesterday was a nice relaxing day and sleeping in, but I think I'll let you watch that, and then I'm gonna make some coffee over there.
All right, what would you like for picnic dinner tonight? Would you like a turkey and cheese? Ham and cheese. Okay.
We set up camp, headed into downtown Denver, and what better place to visit than the Capitol building?
Look, they're different materials of these. One has a teddy bear.
Like hand sanitizer.
It's like, well,
They must have had a meeting not too long ago.
Back at camp, the day was hot, and we took full advantage of hanging out by the water amongst all of our friends.
It is a beautiful day. Not too sure what we're going to do today. We're probably going to head north into Boulder. I know Caroline wanted to see Boulder as well, so we might go check that out. And then maybe a little bit farther north, or we might start heading east back home. We'll see how the day and the wind leads us. So right now I'm just going to enjoy this morning.
With little research and motivated by a TV series Caroline has been watching, we stopped into Boulder, Colorado. We meandered through the town, driving through the college, and stumbled on the historic Pearl Street. This street was packed with boutiques, fine dining, and street entertainment. Our children gravitated to a classic toy store, and if you're a parent, you know the only solution to remove your child from said store, well, it's chocolate. What'd you get, bub? Remember? Marshmallow, chocolate. Caroline, what'd you get?
the chocolate dip s'more.
Chocolate dip s'more or just
Marshmallow, sorry.
marshmallow? What'd you get, dear?
A dark chocolate strawberry. And then
And I got macadamia something. And with one sidewalk cartwheel, we were on the road again.
All right, so after a quick trip in Boulder, we are now back on the road. Of course, at the nearest gas station, because that's what we do on these trips. There goes the mountains back there. It's always sad to see the mountains in your rearview mirror. So we are at Cabela's in...
Wait, I'm gonna get a cap gun.
And we're gonna get a cap gun. He didn't let me finish the intro. But we are at Cabela's right next to the corporate headquarters in Nebraska. I don't know the name of the town. I'll put it up here.
Early on in our trip when we were heading out west, we stopped at a Cabela's, in which Matthew wanted a classic cap gun. We passed, but this ended up being a consistent request throughout our trip. As a result, we detoured our path to head to the nearest Cabela's along our route back east.
I don't even know if
They have wine here. Can mommy get a little bit of wine?
Look for it. So cool.
And it comes with a random belt.
A belt. It's gonna be cool. I can't wait to put it on you.
With a few more road miles, we found camp along Lake McConaughey.
Oh, Mom and Dad are going on tours. So I'm here with the GoPro, bored as a nugget. Yes. Nice to meet you, Anna.
So it's like if you ever
That was just Mom.
I would do a little more research on what I did, but I literally just said PDRs. PDRs put on by.
Is the other woman.
But I did do that.
Please subscribe to our channel. So where you can't see the dots.
That was one.
Fed and clean, we moved up to the rooftop tent to embrace the Nebraska storm that rolled in for the night.
Is there this weird dome thing? There's a dome. Yeah.
Keep them off.
See? Lightning in the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder, thunder. She's weird.
All right, in lightning fashion, we loaded up camp because it is raining. Rained most of the, well, I don't know, most of the night, some of the night, right?
It's just some of the night.
And it's definitely raining. It probably won't last.
Where's Kevin?
We watched Home Alone last night up in the rooftop tent. Yeah. And now we're gonna drive to the bathrooms, make a quick stop, and then hit the road. So we are just outside of Omaha, west side of Omaha. It's hot in the 90s, I'd say, and we stopped at a KOA again. And I have to say, I think this is our third KOA on the trip. When you're driving through different states, not too sure about campgrounds, typically state campgrounds are pretty good, but you have to pay for a pass. KOAs deliver a consistent experience, and typically everyone that comes here wants a vacation, so they're not loud or obnoxious or music is blaring. So we've had really good experiences at KOAs, and there's so much stuff for the kids to do. Playgrounds and pools, we can do our laundry, we can take showers. It's a really good reset. So I am pro KOA. So right now the kids have got these little rental bikes. They're like $5 for 30 minutes. So they're just ripping around this thing because we did not bring the bikes. Here goes Caroline. So yeah, I think all in all it's a good experience. It's you feel taken care of. We have hookups, you name it, it's good. So we're gonna spend it here today. We'll probably take a late morning tomorrow, and then we're only I don't know, like 600 miles, I think probably like 600 miles away from home yet. And then we'll probably do it in 2 days. So we'll have 2 more days of travel. But yeah, it's the breeze feels good. The sun is hot. I have the awning up just to get some shade while the sun is still somewhat high. It's till 4 o'clock already, so at some point the awning's not going to serve any purpose, but taking advantage of what I can. So, cheers.
Would you rather be down here in the heat or up in the mountains in the cold?
Mountains in the cold might be way better. Yeah, like look at it. Is there like a button? It should be like this, and it should be like running flowing water. Like watch our video for Cave of the Mind. You'll understand like what this is. I want to give a shout out to David and Jim for fixing the water pump. There was a plastic bag in it. So now the water's like overflowing now.
Water flow is good. Your gems are coming out great. Shout out to David and who? Jim?
Jim.
Jim.
And if you ever do that at home and you're in a lake, just take like a spaghetti strainer, just get a few sand in and just shuffle it out, like because this is like basically your strainer. So you dip it in the lake and give it a wiggle waggle, and then you have gold or gems.
Gold or gems. Awesome. Nice work.
Mom, where's pepperoni?
Right here.
Pepperoni and sausage.
As we ventured home, we reflected on the miles we traveled, the places we visited, and celebrated the many wins of our family. Was our family vacation perfect? No. The trip had its ups and downs. Did we always get along? No. But we worked through it. Did we stick to an agenda? No. We embraced each day and pivoted, allowing the adventure to find us. Was the trip easy? No. But each challenge created a lasting memory. Are we stronger as a family? Absolutely. Do me a favor. When adventure calls, answer.